Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about my startup settings on Blender, and actually it helps me a lot. I don't need to set everything up all the time over and over again. So every time I open Blender, everything is already set up. So it's awesome. So I don't need to delete the cube and import the cube again and things like that. So this is my setting. So first of all, as you noticed, I have my viewport divided in two. One is for the shader and the other one is for my 3D view. So it helps me to manage very well what I'm doing on my scenes. And the second thing is about this guy and this armchair. This helps me on the sense of scale when I'm creating a scene or planning to do any object. So it helps me to see that my entire scene is in the right proportion. And probably you already had some problems regarding scale, and definitely having a guy like this with the right proportion will help you and guide you to the right proportions and scales of your scene, okay? So the second thing is about my render settings. I don't need to set up like every time. So this is the default I set up. So max diffuse, max glossy, GI clamp is set 5. Also adaptive sampling 003, things like that. I don't need to like all the time set it up over and over again. Okay, so the other thing is my camera. No, actually not my camera. Just let me get back here. And the color management. My color management is set to sRGB, RAW, non, and sRGB for sequencer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my camera settings, and then I will get back to this color management again to explain a little bit more. My focal length is 60, 50, sorry, but normally it's just a start point. Okay, so I change it depending on the scene. So Octane Camera Imager, as my color management are set as RGB, I set response type as RGB as well, okay? And my gamma is 1 because my response type is set as RGB. That's why I'm using gamma 1, okay? I always leave LUT already set up. Yeah, I think that's it for my camera settings. So that's my start point for camera settings. Okay, so the units. So my units, I'm using metric, the rotation degrees, length centimeters, and mass kilograms, time seconds, and temperature Kelvin. Okay, so that's my settings for units. Okay, the other thing is my shader view. Here, this button here, the viewport shading, I set this red shader. It helps me on modeling actually. It's similar to the same shading that ZBrush has. So for some reason, like I like it and it helps me on modeling. Okay, so let's talk about my add-ons. One of them that I think it's the main one and it's really important is this one, the pivot transform. It helps me to center the pivot or put it in anywhere I want. Okay, so it has a lot of functions like this BB box where you can just like place the pivot on any of these small buttons, and also you can set the pivot to the bottom or maybe apply this transform pivot where you can move it anywhere you want, things like that. It helps me a lot. And also it has a shortcut. It's Shift Alt A. So when I'm modeling anything, it helps me to place the pivot in the right position. Okay, the second add-on that I'm using, and it helps me a lot, when I don't know if you noticed, but when I press tab, this pie appears. So this add-on calls, I think, machine something, machine tool, I think. Let me see. Yeah, machine 3 tools. So this one. So this add-on has a lot of shortcuts for a lot of different things. I really recommend you download it. It's free, and you can streamline your process a lot. It will help you with a lot of things. Like this one, the group, is something that is helping me a lot when I'm creating my scenes, because as everybody knows, I came from 3ds Max, and group things in 3ds Max is really easy and helps a lot. So for example, if I select this tree object and press Ctrl G, it groups everything together. Okay, so, and if I want to select the group, I just need to press Shift and double left click, and you select the entire object. It's pretty nice and helps me a lot to organize the scene, put the objects in the right positions as well. Okay, so this add-on has a lot of functionalities, so a lot of different pies. It helps a lot, as I said, to streamline the process. So this one, the tab one, it's really nice. You can like go directly to the vertex or edge or poly mode or any kind of mode. The Ctrl S, also you have like this import OBJ, FBX, save objects. It has also pies for cameras, shaders, and a lot of stuff. So the next add-on is this image node. Let me import an image here. So it helps me a lot to understand and see which texture I'm using. So it helps a lot, and definitely this is something that you guys must have. Okay, so the next one is the Align Pro. So this is pretty cool, like to align stuff on your scene. So for example here, if I want to align this box on the plane, you have just to like select the box, press Shift P, and select the object that you want to align it. And as you can see, just press Enter, and it will be on the bottom or on any place you desire. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk is about my favorite shortcuts. So I use the letter Q to have my shortcuts, and as you can see, I have mirror, I have, let me see, I have automatic pack into Blender, unpack, find missing files, clear as well. This clear one is, I think, let me see, I think it's about, okay, yeah, it's about the Octane cache. Sometimes I need to clear the cache, so to not go to the render settings, scroll down, I prefer like to have it on my quick favorites. Okay, so it helps me a lot as well to streamline the process, not going like all the time. And to do that is just, you have just to go to where you want to create a quick favorite, right click and add to the quick favorite. It's pretty simple. Okay, so I think the last one, and I think it's the most important one, is the Octane helper. As I'm an Octane user, it helps me a lot to create shaders, quick shaders. Let me show you. Right click, materials, shader, universal, and then it creates universal. If you want to change it, go to materials, shaders, and diffuse material or glossy material, and it will change to glossy. Also you have environment, where you can create, it creates, actually it has this tab where you can manage your environment. You can create daylight system, you can create HDRI, and a lot of other stuffs as well. So it helps a lot, not going like all the time to the shader tab, things like that. And you can have it in one click, so it's pretty fast and helps a lot. So as you can see here, if you press like Shift 8D, you can go to this lights manager, where you can handle your lights, and you can like turn on, turn off lights, things like that, increase power. So yeah, for renders you have a lot of different shortcuts as well. So you have basically everything in here on the right click of your mouse. Okay, so after all this, how I save my startup settings? So go to File, go to Defaults, save startup file again, and yeah, that's it. So thank you very much, guys. Really hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you have like any questions regarding my video, my settings, please leave your message down below. I will be glad to answer it. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.